What up, people? It's your boy, Master Chudy, out here with another comic review. So here we go, Dark Knight's Metal number 4. I went to get I went to another comic shop because I was like, no, I gotta get these comics. And yes, I got Superman number 37. So this should be good. My haul is complete. But back to the real thing. This DC Metal, back to some good old adventure with Dark Knights, and I tell you, this still doesn't disappoint. This is still a fantastic event. DC Metal's still kicking all the types of tail, you know. And this comic is good because you do get to see this cover doesn't lie. Because Dream, as his name is, comes back into the story after being gone for like a majority of the whole Metal storyline, the tie-ins, and everything like that. So we have Scott Snyder and Greg Capullo doing their thing, and let's pretty much go in. So we start off with a little story intro, and it talks about how you know this is like once upon a time there was a library full of stories that would never be told, impossible stories destined only to happen in dream or nightmare. Should any of these stories be spoken, let alone actually occur, the whole library will burn. Ominous. So we have like this summary of each of our heroes going where they are, the story of how Doctor Fate, Kendra Saunders, aka the former Hawk Girl, and Wonder Woman are fighting in one area. Deathstroke and Aquaman moving into another area trying to find them metal. All of them trying to find the metal. Green Lantern and Mr. Terrific with the Plastic Man Egg going his own way, and then Flash and Cyborg also doing their thing as well. So they're trying to find help, basically. And they're hopeful heroes, but there's something dark they do not know. Ominous. This is adventure. But meanwhile, in the dark multiverse, saying the world will likely burn with it. And then we just see Bruce is begging for them to stop. And we see that he's seeing all of these visions of alternate Clark Kents. One that's supposed to be an allegory of him becoming like Lex Luthor. The other one, which is like what's it, the freaking Stranger, that I actually found out in the Supergirl review that Underground Geek did. They can watch that review. And Superman based off of Batman. And you just see, easy, Bruce, we're here to save you. It's like, no, you're not Clark. You're his nightmares. Like, what if he finally killed you and took your mantle and it just felt so good? So a Clark was like, the good news is you're no longer needed here. You lured Superman so he could become the Great Battery. Now your world is sinking towards us. Soon it'll be low enough that we can travel through and claim it, which was the plan all along, to sink the real world darker so that all these dark versions can come invade it. So now we can take you deeper to the deeper corners of the realm, far from here and from your Clark. It's like, now come along, Paul Wayne. It's time to go to that gently good night. And then we just see Bruce like, oh, no, I ain't going out like this, man. And he's like saying, the real Clark, it's like the real Superman never had an imagination for weapons. So if you're his fear of becoming me, then I know my weapons when I see them. And I know that this is like a kryptonite gauntlet with every single color. So I remember that, he brings out the green kryptonite. Like, I barely remember. So I guess the question is, how super are you feeling today? Anything you will use is like, anything you use will affect your Clark too. And it's like, I've been locked in a nightmare for 30 years. You have no idea what I do. And Bruce is like, come on, wake up, Clark. You're powering the battery. You're at the center like some raging. And we just see Black Sun all those years ago in a tomb dream. Call me in the place of the Black Sun. And we just see, enough, rush this dude. And then we just see him disappear in a flash of blinding light. And then we just get into metal. Bam! This would make for a great animated series. Or movie, if done well. But I think the animated series would do better. And we just see the metal sign right here. We see our DC Comics events. We see our people like that. So yeah, this is what's up. This is what's up. Whoa, forgive me for that. Meanwhile, the Rock of Eternity, the cosmic center of the multiverse. And then we just see Kendra, Wonder Woman, and Doctor Fate fighting these things. Like, and apparently Doctor Fate's like, they're the ancient guardians of this place, Wonder Woman, the personifications of the seven sins. It's like wrath, gluttony, sloth, and we just see kind of like pushing nuns downstairs, gym selfies. We get it, but just take them out. It's like, and then why are they attacking us? Like, I do not know. They should be welcoming us. Given our mission, something is not right. And we just see Kendra like, oh, something's wrong with the mission. Huge surprise. Let me ask this one, what the issue is. And we just see one of them was like, enough, Kendra. It's like, you never supported the League's plan to collect the last bits of nth metal, so why are you here? And we just see, I sense a dark unknown presence here. You will leave this, like, I warned you this was a mistake, but you didn't listen. It's like, and, Wonder Woman and Kendra are going back and forth, much like how they used to go in the Justice League. It's like, by the gods, Kendra, the only true mistake we can make is not trusting each other. You need to open. It's like, I could use the lasso on you, but we are friends. Why are you sure we'll fail? And we just see Kendra's like, look at this place. Carter left from here when he ventured into the dark. The nth metal here is probably his mace. So we just see, it's like, your Black Hawk sought to destroy all the nth metal, yet you never came for his mace. And we just see Kendra's on. It's like this. I was afraid. Carter refused to believe the dark was evil. Me, I knew it. It's as if Barbatos is in my bones telling me all roads lead back to darkness. I couldn't come here because I was right. And we just see one of them like this. Whatever truth is here, Kendra, we'll face it together, I promise. Meanwhile, Aquaman phones in, and then we just see Aquaman is like, she asks if he found the nth metal. It's like, no, we found a murder. So on the outskirts of Atlantis, something is dead. People have died. It's like, and we just see Deathstroke's like murder to be specific. And we just see Aquaman tell his seahorse to stay. He's like, Deathstroke, come. We stand on ancient burial ground of the first of Atlantis' first king, Arion. It's like, it's sacred and forbidden to all. These guards were trained from birth to protect it. Then we just see, it's like, looks like you need a new trainer. It's like, you there. Your kind was chosen for its deep sea vision and he's talking to a fish. It's like, your kind was chosen for its deep sea vision and angler. So what did you see? It's like, my liege, darkness, my king. It's like, they blinded us. Who would do this? Tomb is sacred, holy, and divine. It is. And we just see Deathstroke's like, whoops, let me just violate the sacred ground. And we just see the fish is like, this Poseidon's beard. Oh, God, that's funny. But you just see Aquaman, it's like livid. He's like, you bastard, did you not listen? Anyone who touches the tomb is banned from Atlantis forever. It's like, sue me, Scales, I don't speak fish. Now, before you harpoon me, take a look. And then we just see it's like a portal. It's like, God's a portal. It's like, I can sense the nth metal down there. Time to sink to new depths, eh? We just see Diana, we'll be going off communication for a while. Then we just see Diana wish him luck. Meanwhile, Mr. Terrific Hal Jordan and the the Plastic Man egg are on Thanagar Prime. It's like, the Eagles have landed. It's like, we're on our way to meet the High Ruler to request whatever nth metal is here. And then we just see Diana's like, get it at all costs. It's like, Roger, lantern out. And we just see Mr. Terrific's like, based on my studies of Thanagarian culture, it's highly transactional. It's important that we make a good impression. It's like, great, I'll just tell them that I laid this egg and that should impress them. What I still don't get is how I didn't know about this place. This is my job, Mr. Terrific. It's what we call a phase presence, built on a zombie star gas. This place exists at multiple coordinates at once, so that kind of also fits into that Thanagar is very hard to reach, even by the Green Lantern Corps, which I remembered them stating in the Justice League show. So I thought that was nice. It's like, which begs the question, what the hell else aren't the Guardians telling me? It feels like part of my story I'm not supposed to understand, so yeah, that's funny. It's like, I've studied the multiverse for years, and if I've learned anything, it's that the cosmic answer leads to another question. Instead of feeling bigger, real science makes us feel smaller, and that's a good thing. And we just see Haldron's like, well, I've been a space cop for years, and I've learned anything is that the best answers lead to results, and the result we need is a crap ton of nth metal. So let's find whoever runs this place. And we just see, that would be me. And we just see this guy say, welcome, friends, to the center of Thanagar, the Thanagarian Empire. My name is Onimar Sin, and I'm the ruler here. And it's like, Lord Sin, we are on a vital mission. Earth has been attacked by the dark multiverse, and we are seeking... It's like, nth metal, I know. I consumed what we had left. It's in my cells. I was what lured you here. For eons, I was a nemesis to the Thanagarian Empire. But I have taken my rightful place on its throne. It's like, now, with the help of a New ally, the most powerful telepath in the universe. Like, now. It's like, Starro the Conqueror. You just see Star like this, haha, I'm back, loser. So like, that's so hilarious. Was like, killed me. I psyched you out, sucker. I regrew myself from a piece of my own exploded tentaclaw. And we just see issue, we just see this like see issue, Scott, Greg, when did this happen? Oh my gosh, all the way back here, that's hilarious. Like, so, and get this, I no longer need my psychic face spores to control you puny minds. Just my will and eyeball. I'm like superstar. Like, oh my gosh. He just popped out of nowhere. I was like, hey guys, I haven't been around for decades, but now I'm back. And I can do even better stuff. It's like, Lord Sin, ignore this psychopath and listen to us. If Barbados sinks Earth, everything will go with it, including you. And we just see Onimar Sin is like this. Hey, that's where you're wrong. Just see, the Thanagarians have known about the dark for eons. It's why they've watched you so closely from this invisible perch, and why they constructed this, the Phoenix Cannon. Fueled by super males, it's capable of raising the Earth should the legions of the dark ever come for the planet, and it's locked on the Earth's core and never changes target. And just you start like ever. So this is interesting. This might play a role. So they might have a new problem now trying to defend the Earth from this maniac and Starro. And it's like, when I first took this throne, I considered using the cannon to destroy your home once and for all. But now I have decided on a much bigger purpose for it. Thank you for bringing the final piece I needed. Take them, grab the egg. And we just see them throw a net on them. It's like, And we just see, get off me. What's the matter? Get off me, ring. What's the matter? Like, it's not your ring that's the problem, chump. It's your stupid brain. It's like, I've slowed the synapses on your frontal cortex. You can't even create a full train of thought anymore. You idiot. Just try. Like, dang, man. Is Starro that salty? But we see that, even though Haldron is saying that his will is stronger, it seems that, like, Starro is slowing down his brain impulses, which is, pretty tight. And we just see what's happening. So meanwhile, we get back to Clark and Bruce. It's like, Bruce, are you there? Where are we? It's like, I'm here. I think we're lost in the dark. And we just see this guy, Dream. I think that's his name. Oh, Daniel. That's what's his name. It's like, it's like, do you realize how long I've been trapped here? You did nothing to stop any of this from happening. It's like, now, why help now? Why not leave us in the dark if you care so little? And then Daniel was like, man, do not presume you know what I do or do not care about. I'm Daniel, called the Lord Shaper, the Dream Weaver, the King of the Riddle Realms. Some of your kind have called me the Sandman. Okay. Others, the Prince of Stories, and this story is far more personal to me than you understand. So they get to this huge library, and Superman's saying that it feels familiar. It's like, this is because you have been here many times before. Every night when you sleep, you walk through my domain. This is the dreaming. This is my home. And then they ask what these books are. It's like, these are not mine. This is Lucian's library, the section reserved for stories that should never be told, made from the horrors of the human heart. But they are becoming reality by the doings of Barbatos, the Destroyer. And the library has started to burn. Should this continue, all of the dreaming will be consumed, and all stories forever. And then Superman's like, join us. Help us defeat Barbatos. It's like, I cannot just stand beside you, Superman. But here in this place, I can give you something. It's like, I can give you the most powerful weapon in all creation. I can give you a story. That's interesting. And then we see this nice, this is pretty nice. You see all these symbolisms of everything mixed in with the stars, and then the Sandman and his thing. It looks very dreamlike. And we just see from the darks came a great spark of multiple potential. The spark created two opposing existences, matter and antimatter. With them came the brothers, set to monitor all that had been created, and a third, taxed to watch over what had yet to come. This being resided at the World Forge, deep in the rolling cauldron of possibility you call the dark multiverse. For eons it hammered out universes from the hopes and fears of living beings. The stable worlds rose into the orrery. The twisted, unstable worlds, the Forger had a great dragon to destroy them and return the energies to the Forge. Jesse Barbatos. Yes, but the dragon, a being who knew only destruction, killed its master, and thus Worlds that should have been dissolved lived on, and the forge began to darken. When you just see a guy like this, if there's any hope left, it lies at the World Forge with the last pure, bright metal of possibility before the fires go dark forever. Barbatos seeks to pull all worlds into the dark, and he is winning. Removing Superman from the Dark Tower stopped Earth from sinking, but it lies at the edge of the cosmic membrane. Any further, and Barbatos will be able to bring forth all nightmares of the dark multiverse. And then we just see, so the nth metal we need is at the World Forge. It's like the metal out of the forge is far more powerful. What you call nth metal is but a strain, nearly pure. The ninth metal, the eighth used by Earth gods, is less so. And down from there, that is why it harms the dragon and its armies. But they have a greater secret, a cosmic being to tip the balance further in their favor. And there's little time left. And we just see, the cool shot of the Dark Knights. It's like, what if Barbatos has already turned the Dark Forge? Like, if it is fully dark, all is lost. It's like, we've come this far, we won't turn back. Dream, Daniel, can you help us? It's like, I can create a passage for you from this place. If you walk with hope and wonder in your heart, it will show you the center of creation. If not, you will be lost in the infinite vastness of the dark multiverse forever. And we just see Bruce like, thanks, Dream. Come on, Bruce, let's do this. And we just see Clark's like, he can't. And then Superman's like, what the hell? It's like, what the hell are you talking about? You can't. It's like, Dream said we have to have hope and wonder, but he feels like he doesn't have hope and wonder. He feels like Clark. For me, Batman was a detective at heart. He was about finding answers, even when those answers were ugly or terrifying. That's what the light in the sky meant. It meant it was time to cut through the fear and mystery and find answers. But down here, all I've seen are my mistakes, my failures. For the first time, I don't want to find anything else. And then you just see Superman like this. That's what it wants you to believe, Bruce. It's a lie. You've been here for what? It feels like decades. I know, believe me. You can't let it fool you. You're Batman, damn it. You give others hope and are filled with wonder about what they can achieve. Now come on. We need to find out if the forge is still bright. He's like, there has to be something, one thing filled with wonder, one thing that can help us save our home, Bruce. Like, home? It's like, Damien, keep going. It's like, my children. I look at them and I feel such wonder. They are better than I'll ever be, aren't they? Maybe I'm a failure, but nothing I find down here will change what I feel about my family. It's like, beautiful. Good to have you back, old friend. Don't get sappy on me, Kent. I'm Batman. Let's do this thing. Yes, sir. Oh, dang. But, meanwhile, back in the center, we see that Wonder Woman is trying to contact people for any, like, pretty much any type of progress. And we see that Mr. Terrific, then Green Lantern are in prison. Deathstroke and Aquaman are going now out of rage. It's like, nothing. Doctor, do you sense the mace anywhere nearby? It's like, faintly. I started this hitting, but there's something else. I feel it too. Where's it coming from? It's like it's on a cosmic scale, catastrophic energy. I felt it before, but it's now stronger. It must be coming from something powerful. It's like, or someone. And we just see that they're all looking at Kendra. It's like, what are you? If you had only listened to me, Wonder Woman. And it's like, now stay back. You just see it's like, Kendra. It's like, what is that thing? It's like, and we just see Dr. Fate think, my God, it's the astral brain of the Anti-Monitor. Oh, she has brought it into compressed form. It's like, Kendra, if pure antimatter passes through the multiverse center and hits the dark multiverse, it could blow up the dark once and for all. I know the Council of Immortals entrusted me. It's the only way to be sure. It's like, you could end up killing everything. Please, like, you don't know what it's like. To doubt, to lose hope? Of course I do. We all do. But Batman, Superman, and Carter are down there, and it's like, no, Carter's gone. It's like, I have to. And then something's happening to Kendra. It's like, Kendra, doctor, what's wrong with her? No, the plan, I have to. Oh, you just see, oh, dang, something's blood's just spraying. And we just see great hair. It's like, Kendra. No, not Kendra. I'm Lady Blackhawk. So, some sort of version of Hawkgirl is back. All roads lead to darkness. And we just see Dr. Fate getting ready. And it's like, no, we will save you and ride the Ankh from here and ride this. Boom! Dr. Fate's down. And we see Black Adam. It's like, there will be no saving of anyone today say Black Adam. It's like, but why? I am one of the immortals, as was Kendra. I've lived long enough to know their plan stands no chance against the forces of the dark. So Vandal Savage and I made our own deal with Barbatos. Oh my gosh, double cross. It's like, now give me the brain, and I'll make this painless. Almost. It's like, never. It's like, my lord, the book burns in your hands. So many books burn. I know, Lucian, but I will read as long as I can. And we just see the dreams like this. The heroes keep hope in their hearts. They go through the whirling dark. They reach the great forge. But as they see near, they are too late. The forge has gone forever dark. And we just see the forge of worlds. And they make it. It's like, this can't be how it ends. Like Carter. Say Carter Hall, in his journal, he swore the forge was supposed to be a place of creation of beginnings. Just see, then a booming voice from behind them, and then we see, I was wrong, Bruce Wayne. Boom. I am Carter Hall, Dragon of Barbatos, Keeper of the Dark Forge, and there are only endings here. And we just see, and with those words, this book and all hope burns to ash. Next, The Night of the Hawks. Whew, this will end up being a very good piece of literature. I enjoyed it. Give this a good 9 out of 10. You know, I like DC Metal. I think it's boss, and I think it's sick. But, and the story's just expanded. Just when you think they find hope, they drag you back again, which makes me feel like the finale of Metal is going to be huge. And I hope it's huge. You know, they've been building up. But once again, thank y'all for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe, and hit the notifications. Make sure you're notified. I do these reviews for you, the people, because I want to get these good comics out there and get your opinions on them. But once again, thank y'all for watching, and I'll have more videos up maybe later today.